Guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Renor. I'm gonna do a reaction video to Krew Kutz. He's a well-known hairdresser or slash barber from Trinidad and Tobago, and he's well known. His videos are viral. I think it's probably over 100 million views all around the world. People give their feedback and comments, and he's doing a great job. So we're gonna just go to the videos, and I'll get back to you shortly with my comment. Oh my God. Oh.
Red.
My God. Wow, look at that hair. Oh my gosh, she has long, beautiful hair. Look at those locks. They're amazing. She looks sad. Why she had to look so sad? Is that the same person? Gorgeous. Shoots. Does do miracles. He's a miracle working God. He's a miracle working God. He's not a fighter, but a miracle. I think that's how the song goes. But he's a miracle working God.
For Anthony Claxton, being a barber is more than just cutting hair. He does it for moments like this. His makeovers have touched millions online through his Krew Kutz page, with every post gaining thousands of comments and likes, drawing followers to the genuine reactions from his clients. Some move to tears, shock, and even loud cheers when they see their new look for the very first time.
I know a lot of the times when I'm watching the videos, you can see the emotions, the tears, the excitement, but you're also very excited to see their reaction too, right?
Yes, wow. Sometimes it's a shock and awe. Sometimes it's a jaw drop. Sometimes they're jumping off the chair. And I just can't help it. I just be jumping
coming
because
through
I'm so
the screen.
happy.
And with each post that goes viral, so does Anthony's reach.
Gorgeous.
Clients coming in from Australia.
And he does
I've
the
had
color,
clients
he
come
does
from
the
Nigeria.
platinum.
Often come from the US. It's crazy to me still that people will still hop on a plane to come get a service from me.
Anthony has been cutting hair since he was a teenager, and a couple of years after opening up his own shop in Trinidad and Tobago, he saw his clientele shift to primarily women. Women who trust him and his team to help them regain their confidence.
Most of my clients, they experience some sort of hair issue. So whether it's alopecia or postpartum hair loss, balding, most of the times what I try to create is an overall look that can help them feel very confident when they're coming off of the chair, because that's something that they're going to have to rock for a while.
For many of Anthony's clients, it's also their journey to embracing their natural hair.
Sometimes the overall experience, those tears that you see flowing down my client's face, it has gone way beyond the actual overall look, but it taps into something totally deeper inside of them. What I love to see is how proud they are and feeling sexy and feeling edgy and feeling young and hip and up to the time. I love when someone embraces their natural hair. It's super important when they do.
It's why the Krew Kutz team treats each haircut like a whole production. From the cut to the styling, down to a full glam session. So when they open their eyes for the first time, it's a moment they will never forget. Anthony has nearly 20 million likes on TikTok alone, and now he's working on expanding his business, traveling between the US and the Caribbean. He says he hopes to continue sharing these viral fresh starts for years to come and inspiring everyone who takes a look at his.
Okay, so here's what. It's a beautiful thing to find a hairdresser that connects with you. I mean, not everybody's going to connect with their clientele because, it's a job, right? It's a job. You're paying for a service. So you're not looking for that bonding. But with hairdressers, with barbers, there is it's supposed to have some sort of connection. Some sort of, I wouldn't say, it's a different vibe. It's like, you trusting someone with your hair, and you want a smooth a service. You want a good service. You want where that this person is going to give you what you ask for. Sometimes you don't get it. The worst thing for me, and this is my experience, this is not anybody else's experience. I had a good hairdresser in Trinidad. Her name is Sally. Very good with my hair. She was East Indian descent, but she knew how to roll with the punches. The scene that I am of Black descent, she was good at her job. I hope Sally's watching this. Sally did my hair, and I used to ask her, tell her what I want, what style I want. If I wanted my hair red or orange, she would do it. She would say, Renor, you're something else, but she'll do it, and I'll pay her, and I'll tip her, So when you ask for a service, I think you should get it, even though the hairdresser may warn you and tell you that no, they don't think it'll work, whatever, but they should at least give it to you. Let me just give you the story. I don't want to keep you guys too long. I want my reactions to be no more than 10 minutes, but I'll give you the story. There is a hairdresser around the corner. She happens to be, and I hate to mention she's Dominican descent. She doesn't speak English, but we try to communicate very well. So she gives me and I hate to generalize, but I'll have to generalize this because most Dominican hairdressers, they do 3 things. I can put it on my finger. Wash, set, blow out, keratin, and sometimes they cut. And they might not cut, a formal cutting or, professional cut, but they will cut. And they'll cut what they want, not what you want. So for instance, I went to the hairdresser and I asked her for a pixie cut. I wanted my hair cut short. She said, no. She had someone there in her store translate it for her. She says, no. And she said it rough. And I was like, shocked, but I didn't want to create any sort of back and forth. So I said, okay, thank you. And I left. Now, I like this hairdresser one because she does a good job with the blowout and she does cut well. She's professionally cuts the hair properly. She gave me my blunt cut. The second time I went, this time, I asked for a color, just highlights. I wanted the hair highlighted. I was a bit tired of the black hair, and I wanted my hair highlighted or blonde. No, we don't do color here. We don't do color. No, no, no. And she was rough. And I said, wait, what's going on here? You know? And then I said, you know what? Twice it happened. I'm not going to be a third. I'm not going to be a fool for the third time. So I said I wouldn't go there. I wouldn't go back. And I have not gone back. But I have one hairdresser that she is much more relatable. She's younger. She's Dominican. But she's very relatable, and even though she doesn't speak English, we communicate, and that's the important thing. Communication, relatability, customer service, you know, all these are important when you're looking for a hairdresser. Now there are hairdressers, English speaking Caribbean hairdressers in Brooklyn. There are a lot of them. There are hairdressers in Manhattan. There are English-speaking hairdressers. There are English-speaking hairdressers also in Harlem. But the thing is, when you go to Harlem and you're looking for the Black American hairdressers, they're hard to find. And when you do find them, you gotta pay. And when you pay, you gotta pay. You know, and I have to find myself a Black American hairdresser because they know what they're doing. You know, I can't say anything wrong about how they style and whatever. They understand, they speak English. I'm sorry, I'm not showing any bias. This is just an issue that I've found with living in New York City and trying to find the right hairdresser. Yeah, I can go all the way to Brooklyn, but then I have to still find that person who's relatable, who could give me customer service, who would not frown if I asked them to blonde my hair or to dye my hair in a different color except black or brown, and who would be able to give another style that is modern pixie style, or you know, something different than cutting across a blunt cut. So those are my trials and tribulations in living in New York City. It shouldn't be difficult. No, it shouldn't. But you got to find the right person to do your hair. And yeah, so Dominicans do good at keratin and straightening, you know, and all that. The Black Americans do good with styles, wig styles, and sew-ins, weaves, and all that. So you get diversity, and so it's hard to get that one hairdresser that does everything. So coming back now to Anthony from Krew Kutz. He's perfect. He does everything. He does makeup, he does color, he does cuts. And to get a hairdresser like that, it's 1 in a million. It's like, he's like a god right now. If he comes to New York, I mean, he probably does have a store in New York or a salon in New York. Wow, he'll be in high demand, and he would get paid. I tell you, people do pay to get their hair done. A woman will give you her money, her first check, her salary. She'll give it to you just to get that rapport, that relationship going. Once she trusts you, she will pay you and she'll tip you. Guys will do the same too. So I thank you for, sorry guys, I'm excited because the energy that he gave his clientele, you know, it's just exuberating. It's coming out of the screen onto me. So I'm excited too. So just remember to subscribe, like, and share. Bye guys. I love you. Remember, who God bless, no man curse. Bye.